Alright, hey, what's going on? So, if you found this video, I believe you're somewhat mechanical already. So I'm going to give you the quick version of how to change a water pump or change your impeller on a Honda 99, Honda 15 horse, Honda 20 horse. They're all basically the same. And the impeller is actually the same size too when I was trying to get a new impeller. So, if you're here and you don't have a 20 horse, don't worry. It's the same for your other Honda, smaller than this. Alright, ignore this god-awful green puke color. I don't know why the kid before me painted this, but this is a 2007 20 Honda. I went out crabbing the other day. Didn't even make it out of the marina. I stopped peeing water and took it out of the water. Got to a gas station, blew this line, and it was blowing clean out the bottom, clean air. So I knew it was my impeller. Well, I was hoping it was my impeller, hoping it wasn't something worse, but what else could it really be, right? All right, so here's a quick version, all right? So I took the lower end off already. Not going to show you how to do that because you can figure that out on your own. It's just 4 bolts right here. So these guys right here. You just got your 1, 2, on this side 3, 4, and don't forget this one. That one might have driven you nuts. Don't forget that guy. And alright, so I had to run and shut the windows in the car. It's starting to drizzle a little bit. Alright, so alright, now you got this off. I just cinched mine to my workbench here. You might not have this thing, this rock protector. Alright, so to take this off next, so you took the 5 bolts off the lower end here. This guy is just one of those lock nuts. Just this is your gear shifter, right? So you're going to want to get a 10 millimeter on that guy. Sorry about the focusing. 10 millimeter on that guy. And then another 10 millimeter on this right here. That guy, alright? So obviously this is when it's all still together. So those 5 bolts I showed you, undo that nut right here. Unscrew it. Boom. This will be kind of stiff on there. Not going to want to come off. So I took my rubber mallet and I banged on it like 3 times and boom, it fell. So I caught it luckily before it smacked onto the cement. So be careful, it might want to fall off. But I wasn't really thinking ahead. I couldn't get it off when it was on the ground because my motor was like this. So I just bungee corded it back up, did a tilt jobber, lifted the motor up and then just pulled it off. All right, so that should get it off. All right, it's off now. All right, it's off. So next, take these 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, take them off, and then you're just gonna slide this straight up. All right, hang on one sec. All right, so now you got those 4 bolts. Give this a little jiggle, slide it up, and take that off. Now the funny thing, before I show you my impeller, I was questioning if my impeller was shot or not. And when I saw that, I was a little thankful and a little upset at myself that I let it go that long. And I was questioning why was my motor not peeing? What could it be? Oh, I forgot to change my impeller. So, all right, when you pull this up, be careful because there's a little key in here that is going to want to fall. Oh, there it is right there. You see that? Ah, my damn phone. There you go. See that? That's held in by nothing. So careful you don't drop that down in somewhere. Like, oh, I almost did. Oh my gosh, come on, fingers. All right, pull that baby away. Slide your old impeller off. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Look, I got 1 flap left. Where's all the other flaps? Oh well, it's a Honda, right? Ate them up for breakfast. All right, pull this off. And pull this off. Chuck that inside. This gasket was on there pretty good. I just used my knife, kind of cut gently underneath that. The kit I have coming in the mail because nobody sells Honda parts around me, and I don't know why. So that comes with it. All right, and I'm thinking an O-ring comes with it. Where the hell's that O-ring gonna go? Oh, let's see where that O-ring goes. Well, I'll have to figure that out. All right, so I found my kid's favorite cup. Paw Patrol, Chase. Put some hot water in it, a brush. I go crabbing in salt water. So I just clean this up. You don't want to take sandpaper to it or anything, because you're going to pit it and groove it more than it already is. So just clean up the salt, right? And, you know, just give it an inspection. And then I took my air compressor. I'm going to dry all this off, and I'm just going to show you the grease points. Hang on. Alright, so I take a little air to it. Dry it off real good. You get the point. Alright, let me get my grease. I'll be back. Alright, my gosh, I've hit the off button so many times. You're going to love all the editing on this video, but I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to put it all together. I don't give a damn, because how much did you pay for this video, right? So here, you want to grease this area right here. Grease all that. Don't get it in the channel, though, where the water goes, alright? You don't want to get it in here. Don't get it there. That's why the water sloshes around. Alright, so I'm just going to grease this right here, right there, and I'm going to chuck a little grease in there because water is sitting in there. Alright, so just grease that and that, and I'll be right back. Oh, one quick thing I wanted to mention. You know, some people wonder, do these flaps have to go in that direction when you stick this back on the top? You can try getting them all to go that way if you want, but you can just jam that back on, and then when this spins the way it wants to spin, it's all going to push them in the right direction anyway. So it's not a big deal if they're going the wrong way. Oh, but don't ever let your impeller look like mine. I'll make sure mine never does again. Kids are getting a little older. I got a little more tinker time for daddy, you know, so this won't happen again. Alright, good luck. Alright, so hey, my new impeller came. That's good, so I'll show you how to put it on. So you see that little notch down there on the left hand side? So what I did was just, can't really see it, but I just put a little permanent marker on that flap, because it's important that you know where that little notch is. And once all the grease starts building in there, it's kind of hard to find. So I just marked that flap where the notch is. I know it's on that side. So just going to slide it down your shaft, slap a little grease where the key goes so it holds it. So your gasket, your metal thingy, your O-ring, slap some grease in there, and I got some needle nose pliers to help me out. And then you got to make sure you line up that hole where the key goes. Alright, I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, so that's what it looks like when you get it on there. Alright, I had to kind of lean into it to get it to sit all the way on that metal plate. But the O-ring that comes with it goes in there. See on the outside of the stainless steel part? So make sure you take that old O-ring out, put the new one in there. Slide the housing down, and it's a bit of a tight fit. And you don't really have to worry which way the flaps go, because you know, just kind of squeeze them in there, you know, get them in there to go the right, you know, just get them in there. And then once this shaft spins, it's going to make the flaps go in the correct direction they need to go anyway, so you don't have to worry about pointing them in the right direction. Alright, once you squeeze the housing back on, I like to use this anti-seize lubricant. Some people just use grease or grease on there on the bolt, but I'd rather use this synthetic anti-seize stuff. So really goop it on there well, and you know, bolt those four back down, and use anti-seize on these guys too, big time, when you're putting them your lower unit back on. Hey, there we go, baby. All right, hey, what's going on? So if you found this video, I believe you're somewhat mechanical already. So I'm going to give you the quick version of how to change a water pump or change your impeller on a Honda 9.9, Honda 15 horse, Honda 20 horse. They're all basically the same. And the impeller is actually the same size too when I was trying to get a new impeller. So if you're here and you don't have a 20 horse, don't worry. It's the same for your other Honda, smaller than this. Alright, ignore this god-awful green puke color. I don't know why the kid before me painted this, but this is a 2007 20 Honda. I went out crabbing the other day. Didn't even make it out of the marina. I stopped peeing water and took it out of the water. Got to a gas station, blew this line, and it was blowing clean out the bottom, clean air. So I knew it was my impeller. Well, I was hoping it was my impeller, hoping it wasn't something worse, but what else could it really be, right? All right, so here's a quick version, all right? So I took the lower end off already. Not going to show you how to do that because you can figure that out on your own. It's just 4 bolts right here. So these guys right here. You just got your 1, 2, on this side 3, 4, and don't forget this one. That one might have driven you nuts. Don't forget that guy.